Hey kids, how's it going out there in Tarot Land on the YouTubes? Huh? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope everybody is having a good day out there. I don't even remember what day it is. It's Monday, isn't it? Shit. It's Monday, I think, right? God, I lose track so badly. It is Monday. For whatever reason, I thought it could have been like Tuesday, but it's okay. So, I hope everybody is doing good out there. We are just about to hit that minute mark. And welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand, and this is the Underdog Ministry. Let me scoot my camera just a smidge, because it's shaking. There we go. I must have moved it a little bit or something. So I hope everybody is having a good day. This is the disclaimer portion of the equation, and I get tired of doing this, but I have to do it, okay? So everything here is done for entertainment purposes only. I say that not because it's not real, but because I don't want to get sued by people that think I'm talking about them when I'm not. And if it resonates that heavily, then oops, I called you out and I didn't mean to, but the spirit did it, okay? So everything here is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a lawyer. I am not a doctor. I am not any kind of legal professional or police officer or any kind of thing like that. I'm not a licensed therapist, but I am a licensed minister. So everything that I say is given in this context of spiritual guidance and does not supersede other professional advice in any of the aforementioned professions, because they're all needed. Professionals in every genre are needed. So, with that being said, y'all, the comment section is a First Amendment zone. Say what you want, do what you want, but remember, everything out there is preserved forever unless you come back and delete your shit. So, don't be racist, don't be homophobic, don't be threatening, don't be misogynistic in the comment section, because it will be preserved forever. And if I do happen to catch it out of my corner of my eye, I will take my time with you. I will stop the reading and I will make an example out of you. You don't want me to do that, do you? It's no fun when I do that kind of shit. I mean, not for the person receiving it. Maybe for everybody else watching who's tired of the yahoos being yahoos in the comment section. So, that is a fair warning. If you want to become part of the reading, fuck around and find out, I guess. Let's get into it. Headphone warning, I'm going to shake the dice. And I'm going to get a drink of water real quick before we start. All right, honey. Like the food, or like the pet name, honey. Honey. Vote. Vote. I think we all know how important the vote is, okay? And that's where I'm going to leave it. How everybody votes is everybody else's business. Just vote so you don't lose the right. Told. Somebody told on somebody else. Somebody said, I told you so. The name Paul is here. The name Matt is here. We're out of vowels. Come on, Vanna. Threats. There's been threats made. No vowels. Sun. Sun is here. Somebody made threats to somebody's son. Sin. Let he who lives, or no, let he who lives without sin cast the first stone. WY is here. We've got the state of Wyoming. I'm going to leave that. State of Wyoming. Okay, we've got honey, vote, told, Paul, Matt, threats, son, sin, and Wyoming. Interesting set of words today. All right, let's get right into the Rider-Waite Tarot and see what we can get out of this story today, shall we? Spirit, tell me about honey, vote, told, Paul, Matt, threats, son, sin, and Wyoming. Ten of Swords in the reverse is the first card out. Somebody's trying to backtrack on a betrayal. Somebody's trying to backtrack on some sort of betrayal. Threats that were made against somebody's life, possibly, with that Ten of Swords. Three of Pentacles is here, so collaboration, a conspiracy. Somebody's working together on something to betray another person, but somebody got away before they could stick in the last sword. What did I just say? Somebody got away before they could stick in that last sword. Here I come! Somebody's trying to charge at you and run you through, and you got away. That Ten of Swords in the reverse, man, you skated. It's like you dodged a bullet. Somebody told somebody else about the threats against somebody. Who are the threats against? Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're not going to walk away from me. You're not going to walk away from this. I swear to God, this person's that there's somebody here that their last ditch effort, they're coming. They're coming. They want to run you through with that last sword. They just want to stick it in your back. You're not going to get away from me. You're not going to get away with this. These are the threats. Get over here. You're not going to get away from me. Who do you think you are leaving? Don't you turn your fucking back on me. Motherfucker, come here. I don't know who is this I'm channeling right now. This is real time. Somebody's making threats to somebody else and they want to know the truth. Or somebody did make threats to somebody else. They want to know who the fuck they were working with. Okay. King of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Not who they were working with, who they paid. Somebody got paid to do something. Very vindictively, too. Somebody got paid to be a prick. Somebody got paid to betray somebody. Somebody got paid to run somebody through to like wait till someone's back was turned, wait till their guard was low, wait till they weren't looking, and then stick them with that sucker punch kind of a vibe. Somebody paid somebody. This is some bullshit. Somebody like really, it's like a professional with this Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody who does shit for money. They only take action for money, and they take mean, aggressive, fast, decisive action as a profession. Okay, so this person instead is using this information to protect somebody else. Okay, whoever this person is here that did this collaboration, that wants to run somebody through, you escaped. You got out of a final betrayal that was supposed to end you completely. You were supposed to no longer be living or breathing, and there was a collaboration to do this, and somebody is pissed off. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away. Come hell or high water, I'm going to end you. You still got away. And this person is supposed to be a professional at doing this. This person's been having people make threats. They've been buying people, intimidating people off like security. Trying to put big people in your face or around them for their protection. The thing is, why do they need protection from you if you escaped what they did to you? It's almost like they know that you should not really be alive, and no matter what they do to end you, you're going to walk away, even though they've got this reputation for being able to be extremely vicious as a profession. This person even has hired guns, okay? Henchmen. They'll do anything for a piece of change. Henchmen, go do this. They say jump, they say how high. Here, I'm going to give you an opportunity for advancement. Now notice the hand gesture in both is exactly the same position. Okay? This person has taken this opportunity that was given by this person, and they're going to make sure that you don't get away. And not get away with something, that you don't get away physically alive. You aren't supposed... See, the hangman in reverse. You just keep popping back up, and it just keeps pissing this person off. This person here with this aggressive energy, that you're not going to get away. I'm going to run you through. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to end you. What the hell? Why is this person making all of these threats? Why? I need to know that. Why is this person making all of these threats, Spirit? Wheel of Fortune. Something about their prosperity. Your good luck. Taking your good fortune. Taking something from you. Taking something that was supposed to be given to you, but they gave it to this person instead, their henchmen, to end you, and they didn't do it. 3 of Cups in the reverse. This person couldn't get you out. They couldn't get you to come celebrate or party or do anything. This person was unsuccessful in what they were trying to attempt. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. There's something you're supposed to be having, or they think you're rich, and then the 9 of Swords, and then the Chariot, and then the Page of Cups in the reverse. This person thinks you've got some sort of money or something to be taken. Some sort of good fortune. But it's nothing tangible that you have that can be taken. This is your energy, and they don't understand that. So this person, if they were to be successful in ending you, the energy would dissipate with you. This person is having sleepless nights. They're being haunted by their own conscience. You're still going forward with something. You're still moving forward with something. You're still progressing. You're still gaining momentum. You're still taking charge. You're still like steering the stagecoach here. You have the reins. And the Page of Cups in reverse is just like I'm getting like you're shedding immature energy. You're not dealing with this. You're not susceptible to this. They couldn't get you out of your zone to go celebrate or something. Whatever was bait to get you to, I don't know, not walk away here. It's like you were supposed to be lured out somewhere, but you denied a celebration with this Three of Cups in the reverse. It's like somebody expected you to go out because you had some sort of extra thing happen to you here with Ace of Pentacles, Hangman in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this person was hoping to see you out and about expressing some sort of like a windfall landing in your lap that they could come henchmen like push you for, be an enforcer for. What are the people that in the old days when the mafia used to come for protection money? Okay, they're trying to rough you up for some protection money or some shit to keep you safe, and it's like not even safe. It's more like they're trying to be your protection, but they're really the one that's supposed to end your life, if that makes sense. This person's trying to infiltrate because they think that you have some big windfall here. You have some good fortune. And they find out it's not money and this person's fucked. They're like, oh my God, there's nothing to take. Oh my God, they got away. Yep, still getting away. Burning rubber at this point. Fucking eat my dust, motherfuckers. Like, you're saying goodbye to childhood. Saying goodbye to youthful behavior. Saying goodbye to childishness. Saying goodbye to insecurity. Saying goodbye to petty high school behavior here. You're not dealing with people that operate in this energy anymore. You're not celebrating with people that operate in this energy. It doesn't matter how invested somebody is in trying to end you. You don't play that way. They can't win a game against you that you aren't even interested in playing at all. Nope. You're going another direction here. Fast forward movement. You've got some sort of sense of direction for yourself here. What is this sense of direction, Spirit? Please and thank you. Tell me about this sense of direction. My collective getting away from this King of Wands energy. Somebody that told another person to do horrible things to you or horrible things about you. Somebody that's making threats. Okay. Why? Because you have something good happen to you. They thought that you were going to be a good mark. They thought you'd be good, caught up. But you illuminated their game. You're like, my good fortune comes because I don't fucking celebrate with people that actively siphon energy. People that would betray, people that would cheat, people that would gossip behind my back. That's the legacy that somebody's going to leave. That's the funny thing. We've got the 10 and a 10 here. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Pentacles. Those are like the most fortunate cards in the deck, okay? Fortune is favor, not necessarily finance. And that's what people don't understand. And they got people fucked up now. People are fucked up that came for you. Whoever's in this Three of Pentacles up here with this teamwork on at the direction or the paying or whatever of this person, because you ain't gonna walk away from me. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. Nobody walks away from me. Oh, well, somebody sure as shit did, didn't they? Walked away, never fucking looked back. Poof, be gone. That's the legacy that somebody's gonna leave. That's their good fortune. It's not money. Their good fortune is a good life. A legacy to leave behind. One that's in the upright. Not one of partying in excess. Not one of hedonism and harlotry. Okay? This person is going to have an upstanding life. The Hangman is in the reverse. They are standing in the upright. They're illuminated. They're enlightened to this. No matter who they pay, how they pay, what they pay. It doesn't matter how many hooligans or henchmen they send your way. You don't play that fucking game. And that's where your good fortune and your legacy is going to be inscribed. Set in stone. And you got people fucked up that you get to keep moving forward, and you're done with their immature shit. You're done with their childish mess. Whoever people are that are in your life, if this resonates with you. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Or Nine of Wands in reverse, excuse me. So right now, you're moving forward and you're focused on a goal. Full steam ahead. Okay? Somebody else is just hoping that you were going to be complacent. You were going to just sit and watch the fucking grass grow. Okay? They were hoping that you would not recognize what was going on here. But see, on the flip side of this person, this henchman, is your own energy that used to be that way. So here's the deal. You got things flipped, turned upside down, but you can literally give as good as you once did. That song by Toby Keith, I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was. Fuck around and find out. Somebody fucked around and found out in this situation. Somebody fucked around and found out that you weren't necessarily, let's see, a weakened warrior. You may have been a wounded warrior, but man, when you fucking have to come, like, dwell or pull out of your inner reserves here, you have a strength inside of you that can overwhelm anybody that's coming for you if you need be. So whoever made threats, it's seeming like they fucked around and found out with like they flipped your bitch switch. They flipped your dick switch. They fucking made you lose your shit. I got the Eight of Swords there. Somebody got a piece of your trauma. Somebody got a piece of your caged animal. Somebody found your feral. And now they're fucked up about it. You got several people fucked up about it. They thought they were coming for money or things or tangible goods or finances or you know, like shit they could steal. Because abundance to people like this is money, and that's it. Meanwhile, your fortune is favor, and favor isn't fair. You avoided all of the sin, okay? You tried to keep yourself out of it. You felt backed into a corner and backed into a corner and backed into a corner by these people. Oh, and now they got you fucked up and they can't sleep. Oh, because God stepped in on your behalf. The Hierophant just flew out. You're so spiritually protected. These people are burnt. God saw the sins and the threats. This is how you knew what was going on, too. This is how you knew to avoid even going out with these people or hanging out or having friendships or anything like that. You knew better because it's like once you know better, you have to do better. And that's where this is your test. You did better and you passed your test, and that's where favor isn't fair. These people really want you to conform to their norm, and you can't. You won't. You're not supposed to. That's why favor isn't fair. See, come back to what's comfortable. Come back and stay with us. Be easy. Just don't be angry. Just forget about it. We're your friends. No, you're not friends, because if you were friends, there would have never been an inkling in a guide from spirit to not hang out with childish or childhood people. God, I can't talk today. Is there somebody in my collective that has a speech impediment that stutters when they get nervous? Because I typically do not. So this is something I feel like I might be channeling from somebody that's out there. So you know that this is not how friends operate. These people were not friends. They were going behind your back. Look, death, bam. These people are going behind your back, trying to put an end to you. Getting rid of you. You're too extra. They didn't like you. You didn't conform. You wouldn't do what they wanted you to do. You're too extra, so they wanted to get rid of you. If you wouldn't change and be like them, you mean dishonest, liars, fat mouths, scheming con artists, hoes? Like, seriously, Seven of Swords. For real. Strategic criminal activity. Empress in reverse. They want you to be insecure like them. Right on top of this card where they were having childhood insecurities, being childish. They want you to act like them instead of acting accordingly. You've left this behind, and your favor isn't fair, and it's got people all the way fucked up. They want you to be bad so bad. God, they want you to be bad so bad. It's like an itch they can't scratch. It's like having a fucking hemorrhoid in public, man. You're like a burr in people's asses because you won't be like them. And because you refuse to even want to be like them, it's triggering these people who think there's nothing wrong. Why wouldn't you want to be just like me? Why don't you want to just chill out and conform? Well, because you're lying, scheming, cheating, dishonest con artists. Why the fuck would I want to be like that? Honey, please. Selling the honey pot. No, thank you. Being Sidewalk Sam, Sidewalk Sally. Being tweaked out rappers in the fucking weed game. Yeah, I said that. That should fit like half the country. Okay, so shouldn't stick to anybody in particular. Let's get another deck. So, Spirit, tell me Tell me what is the deal with the threats. Why are threats being made? Is it just because of favor here, or is it because you know that your life was on contract and you're still walking around moving forward and you got people fucked up because your life was on contract and they didn't take it? 9 of Wands in the reverse. You got to give it up. They got to give it up. These people are terrified now because you should be dead. You should not be here. You're not supposed to be here. But favor ain't fair, is it? But God. But God. Okay? It's almost as if the angel of death doesn't take unless the big manager says, okay, they're fired. It's almost as if somebody isn't lying, dishonest, trickery, a fucking sinner, a whore, a hoodlum, a fuckboy, a hood rat. This person is not what people have said they are. They're not. You can't, this person can't be tempted out with those types of behaviors to end their life. It's like, everybody here thinks that if you just think a pretty picture on the internet is going to be good enough to get somebody to go put themselves vulnerable in a place where they could get hurt. A lot of people don't realize that they're that vulnerable when they do things like that. You see through some of the ploys and the plots that have been put into play here. Oops, shit, I just dropped all those. You see a ploy in all the plots that have been put into play here. You see through it. Your favor isn't fair. You did not go celebrate with somebody. You did not go out. You did not go to a party. You did not go on a date. You didn't go to a house party. You didn't go to a celebration, or you didn't want to hang out with a group of people. And they hated you for it, but favor isn't fair. You were guided not to do this. You were guided. Union is here. See, you were guided because you're a divine half of a divine couple. And you have to stay in divine behavior. And these people thought that meant you thought you were bougie and you were better than them. So they told people, I don't know if the names Paul and Matt are important, if the state of Wyoming is important, if the name Honey is important. But they told people to make threats against you. They told people that you were an awful human being. They told people that you were a threat to them. They promised people money. They promised people that, ooh, really? They would even get to you through your child if they had to, with the son. Give me just a second on that one, folks, because Mama Bear. Let me tell you, if you come for a divine feminine's child or a divine masculine's child, anybody that is a part of a divine union, okay, if this is an elevated, spiritually protected human being, whether they're masculine or feminine, and you come for their child, you make threats against somebody's son or daughter, oh, you're gonna get throttled. I think you'll see the power of God in somebody's fist. Promise. Healing wounds of abandonment and loss of trust. See, you have been through this shit before. You've seen this shit before. You're experienced enough to know your own personal power here and know you can carry yourself, which is how you can heal that wound of abandonment and trust. You don't have to rely on anybody because you've got your own power to fall back on here. And it's like, you're healing your inner child. Oh, wow. You're healing your inner child here when it comes to this situation. Somebody is going to fiercely protect their young. This divine couple, whichever half of it you are, if you resonate, and you have a child, either one of you, before you come into this union from another relationship, know that that child is heavily protected and that you are doing what is absolutely naturally moral and just, kicking the living shit out of anybody that tries to come for your kid or make threats against them. Kicking the living shit out of them. Warrior, Luke, the shining one. You're supposed to put the fear of God into anybody that would come for your family. Lusna is the solstice in August, which is the midsummer solstice. This is the god that rules that. The very first beginnings of harvest. Somebody's just about to see exactly what happens when they protect what's theirs. Fiercely. And whether you're the protector or the one that is the perpetrator in this situation, like I said, somebody's getting living shit kicked out of them by spirit here. Absolutely. Like a horse kick, like a mule kick to the teeth. Okay? And it's only fair because somebody's protecting their divine child. Whether or not this person is in this union, somebody is half of a divine couple here. And their job is to protect this child. Whoever this child, wondrous child is. The promise and the future of the world. And if somebody comes for this child, you have every natural right to kick the shit out of them. Let me tell you a little story about that. That's interesting that these cards are coming out like the way they are. I kind of have a little bit of a personal story that could somewhat relate to this. So I had, when I first started doing the tarot here, I don't know, it was like 2018 unofficially, when it was just like hobby for friends here and there. But about 2022, when I really started to do it daily, okay, and then put it out on the internet. I also had a little booth at like the local craft fair on the weekends. It was really nothing. It was a tiny little, it was nothing, but I was very proud of it because I created it all by myself from scratch and nobody helped me and it was beautiful. Well, I was there every weekend, and the one weekend I brought my son with me, and he was like 12 at the time. I brought my son with me, and he's just sitting there on his phone, being bored, hating being at work with mom. And somebody that I had casually dated right at the very beginning of my divorce, and their current person that he had cheated on me with showed up, right? Well, I tried to ignore them, but they circled back around and made a beeline right for me. And I've never met this female in my life, but this guy had ran his mouth about me to her, saying all these things that were really not even true. And she's just in my face. And I got it on camera. Like, I'm hit record as I see them walking up. And she's in my face and in my face. You didn't say this and you didn't say that. And she's just wagging her face and her finger in my face, and I'm sitting down, backed up against the wall in a chair. And she says something rude, and my kid's a smart ass. He's my kid. I mean, he comes with my pre-installed sense of humor, right? I've got a level 15 wondrous child, Robert. So I saw that out of the corner of my eye. So this kid at the time, he was 12, and he's sitting there and he just says some shit to her that was completely innocent, but he was sticking up for his mom, and she fucking went for him. Children should be seen and not heard. You shut the fuck. And I said, oh, you think so? It was on. It was in the middle of the flea market. Me and her and him. He had his hands around my throat. I had my hands in her hair, clawing her face and her arms. Man, they called the cops on me, saying that I was stalking and harassing them, but they had been following me around for like months. Yo, it was wild. So anyway, I basically beat the shit out of the chick. Okay? This is that same kind of energy. You have the right to defend your children. You have the right to defend your young. You have the right to defend your innocent projects. You have the right to defend your inner child. And Spirit is saying, like, God, the Hierophant, spiritual guidance is here saying, these are not your friends. Put an end to it. They're lying, they're cheating, they're scheming, they're full of criminal behavior. They're trying to get you to step out of your divinity, Empress. They're trying to get you to come to lower level behavior down here. But you are half of a divine whole. And you have a job to do. And you may have to really get over some of your own childhood wounds to do this job. And know that you have the right to get into your defensive warrior behavior for anyone that you protect. You and yours. It's a God-given right. It is a natural birthright. Think about any animal, especially a mare. Have you ever seen a brood mare? You try and get near their foal. If she don't trust you, she gonna kill you. She will bite you. She'll rear up. She will stomp your face. She'll back kick you to get you away from her foal. And that's nature. She ain't gonna feel bad about it. She don't got no guilt about it. You fuck with my baby, you gonna get fucked with. You gonna lose some teeth. Right? That's what happens. That's what's happening here. Somebody here has really made threats to somebody else. Somebody here has run their mouth and they've really tried to kill somebody here. Okay? The threats didn't work. They tried to harm another person. They teamed up with people. They're gonna get you one way or another. They're gonna stab you in the back when you're not looking, when you least expect it. See, because nobody walks away. Nobody walks away from this person. Nobody leaves me. I'm in charge. I'm in charge. And I'm going to tell you when you can go. I'm going to keep people on you, henchmen, hunting you down. Like armed guards and security that are on payroll. But you can see it. You saw through it. You caught it with the hangman in reverse. You saw it. You saw that new perspective. You could see it through a different lens. You could see through the veil of lies that it was. You're the fortunate one. Your fortune lies in not celebrating or having camaraderie or going out and pretending to be friends with people. Your legacy is going to be left in the fact that you are stone cold when it comes to fuckery. You just don't deal with it. Shoe fly. Don't bother me. You put it to rest. And you choosing yourself is your fortune. The fact that you can recognize fuckery will always favor you because you won't get, I don't know, conned, schemed, lied to, fucked around on, cheated on, all of that. With that Seven of Swords here, that's what you're putting an end to. You don't want friends like that. With friends like that, who needs fucking enemies, right? Right. And that's got people fucked up. That's got people fucked up. They're trying to make you feel some type of way and make you come down to their lower level behavior, telling you that you ain't shit, this and that and the other thing. So you can come down to their lower level behavior so they can stick that last sword in you. But it didn't work. You put an end to shit and moved forward because you didn't want to deal with people's childish behavior, right? You didn't want to deal with their insecurity and their scheming and their lies and their trickery and their hurrying around and their you know, being community dick, being community poon. You didn't want to deal with this person being a commodity within their community, period. And you wouldn't let them turn you into that either because your divinity would not allow it. You had a child to bring upright, to protect fiercely with your life. And they got you fucked up if they thought any otherwise. Let's get an oracle. So somebody told somebody else about the threats that were made against somebody's son, and there's somebody pissed off. There is somebody that is an upstanding person. There's somebody here that is also guided by God that is not going to stand for this, that watched you stick up for your kid or what was yours, your small creation or your brainchild or your, you know, metaphorical or actual child. Like you stuck up for something that meant that was defenseless here. Divine Feminine, Earth in reverse, gratitude. Okay, so somebody's being told here, yes, Divine Feminine, you did all this. Do not get a big head. Remain grateful that you did what was right and that you have the power to squash anybody that would come for the defenseless. You are the voice of the voiceless. You hear, there are people that are grateful for you for putting an end to the fuckery too. For you getting out of your comfort zone, for you stepping out of your chill, for you losing your temper. There's actually people that are angry for your divine rage at this point. Full moon in limbo and shift. Something since the last full moon has been waiting, and there is like a cycle that is closing and somebody's about to downshift and into a new way of being, and that's the message here. This is your message. No matter how much these people tried to end you, no matter how much they tried to kill you, no matter how many threats were made, even threats against somebody's son, these people all live in sin, and that's what God has to say. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And all these people throwing fucking rocks and hiding their hands because they're covered in blood. So you had to lose your divine temper and show divine rage and divine protection as a mother here. And it's okay. Spirit is okay with that. Divine protection. And whatever shift is going to happen, you are going to move into a new phase of life. Very shortly here. Your karmic path is done. You've walked it. You've walked your karmic path. And there's grounded in reverse again. You losing your temper was not, it was actually part of your divine pathway this time. You had to discover healthy times. Like there's a time and place for everything, and you have a rage that is terrifying and frightening and can be lethal, and there is a time and a place for it, Divine Feminine. And this was it. Protect yourself, protect what's yours, protect your family, and move forward. Keep calm and carry on. If somebody tries to prevent your progress, stomp them and keep walking. If somebody's really trying to be a physical barrier, bringing energy like this in your life, somebody's trying to be a physical barrier, bringing threats of harm into your life, threats against your life itself, threats against your family and their safety. You have to let them make the move. Knowing about it, you being given the heads up is like, it's like there's so many other preppers out there, doomsday preppers out there. There's spiritual preppers too. And you've got, this is what this divine feminine is. Yeah, this person is a divine feminine, all right. They're chill. They're peaceful. They're loving. They're creative. They're sweet. They're kind. They shine. They're radiating. They're nurturing. But they will also put a motherfucker on their back if need be. Karma's right hand. Bam. Hand of God strikes somebody down here. And when you lose your temper, you have that power in you. So this is why there is something that you don't lose your temper very often. You keep your cool on purpose because you know that you carry this chi behind your movement. If you step to somebody, it is not your own energy. It's the universe's energy leveling another motherfucker like a wrecking ball. It's not just a fight when it comes to you. So if you step out, you've got to be real careful here, Divine Feminine, with this, because you know that a kick to the head can be lethal to somebody like this mare right here, protecting their young. Anybody that works with horses knows that they're dangerous, but they're also beautiful and powerful and strong and magnificent, just like this Divine Feminine is. She might have to kick somebody in the head here, literally, because they're trying to end her life or somebody else's life in her family. There's somebody here that is like, what do you call it? Pistol Annies. That's that group Pistol Annies. Like Miranda Lambert and all them. Yeah. Redneck women. This is somebody like that's gonna take care of theirs. It's almost like I'm getting Ellie Nestler vibes off of this. She's come up a couple times in the last few weeks. For those of you that don't know who Ellie Nestler is, she was famous in the late 1980s, early 1990s for killing her son's molester. And the thing is, yes, she's an absolute hero. But the thing is, she went about it wrong. She premeditated the shit. It wasn't like she caught him hurting her son and killed him. It was like, oh, you did what to my kid? Okay, let me go buy this gun. Let me figure out where you work. And then let me follow you. And then when I get up the nerve, I'm going to shoot you and kill you. So she premeditated it, unfortunately, but she defended her child. And it was her God-given right to do so. In my humble opinion, who is not a lawyer or any kind of legal professional whatsoever. So, this here is somebody who has the capability for vengeance. And they're in their divinity realizing that God says vengeance is mine. But however, this particular Divine Feminine is a tool for the divine, and God's going to work through this Divine Feminine to lay it flat. This is kind of a big... See, once this is all over, you're never going to have to worry about this again, Divine Feminine. You're in the midst of a cycle. You're in the midst of a cycle right now, and once it shifts, you'll see things clearly, and you're going to understand that you're a tool for the divine, and you will not be asked to lose your cool like this unless it's absolutely imperative as a mission for God. You here were supposed to save your own life and somebody else's life because it was supposed to be put to an end. And there was a whole group of people led by somebody here lying about you. Period. The reason why they wanted it done, everything. Saying you were making threats to them, but they were really following you. They made threats to your children, too. Somebody told another person about this, and there's a defender somewhere in this midst. But this defender may just be you. Spirit may be telling you right now. Be prepared for some energy like this. Or if you've recently gone through some energy like this, just know that this is going to be the last of the last cycle that you have to go through with this particular energy. It seems to have hopped around somebody's life and followed this divine feminine around because they were not supposed to discover this divine power in themselves. And now that they have it, they can't be, well, not that they can't be, but it'd be extremely more difficult to end this person with some sort of backstabbing, betrayal, murder for hire scheme, hire somebody to go on a dating site and make it look like it was a random occurrence, hire somebody from the next state over to come in and then go back out after something has happened to you. It's all of these things you don't have to worry about anymore. This is the last cycle of this. And once it shifts, it's a whole new life for you because you did something here. You lost your typical cool with this earth sign in reverse. You lost your grounded nature. You lost your center. You went off. You flew off the motherfucking handle here. And you should be grateful that you did. This is the last of these cycles for you. You broke some sort of generational pattern or some sort of trauma cycle that came with everything that's been done to you when you stuck up for somebody else here without any regard for your own safety. These people can't kill you because you already are a little bit reckless, and it's almost like God thinks you have a death wish and you're not supposed to. So you're kind of extra protected here. And that's, I don't know, some of your protection is some of this chi energy. Somebody hit another person with this shining one, this warrior, and this mirror here. And it was like a kick to the fucking head. Just boom, hand of God. All the energy they lifted a motherfucker up off the ground or a bitch up off the ground. Somebody's missing teeth. It's like that. Ugh. Okay. Well, at least everybody is safe in this instance. Oh, we could probably go just one more. Hold on. What can we expect for the fate of the people that came for this divine feminine, the people that tried to end this divine feminine, the people that tried to end their child? Do tell. Do tell. Do tell. The people that made threats to a divine feminine and a divine child. You made the wrong move. Damn, you fucked up, I just heard. I don't care who you are. You can be the most crude, lewd, criminal activity group on the face of the planet. You could be, and I'm not calling anybody out saying anything negative about any of these groups, because there's a lot more integrity in any of them than there is in a lot of the police I see these days. So that being said, you've got like Hell's Angels, you've got like Mongols, you've got white supremacy groups, you've got black gangs, you've got Mexican gangs, you've got Asian gangs, right? You've got all of these bad groups that are taking care of their internals. Somebody in these groups, one of these groups came for you and they fucked up. There is a code of conduct in every single hierarchy that you just don't do certain shit. And I don't care if you're a Hell's Angel. I don't care if you are a dirty white boy. I don't care if you are Asian street gang. I don't care what your affiliation is. There are certain codes that you just do not break. Women and children are one of those codes. You don't fucking come for innocence. Otherwise, you're a punk. Somebody fucking came for the wrong one. They made the wrong decision. Hangman in the reverse. Boy, did you flip the script. You lost your shit. You didn't care. Spirit thinks you have a death wish. You called these people out. You told these people you thought they were a bunch of punks. And now these people are the ones that are protecting you. Seven of Wands. Because they're like, yep, that is our code of conduct. Yep, what you did was punk shit. Get the fuck on. Somebody lost all their connections. Somebody here lost all their protection. Somebody here lost all their big weight behind them. Somebody lost all their, let's say their external cojones, their outside balls, right? Because they don't act like that on the inside. It's on the outside. Because they thought they had all this protection. They thought they had back. They thought they had this. They thought they had that. And then you got a divine feminine that has gone thermonuclear and called everybody involved a bunch of pussy-ass, punk-ass motherfuckers. Oh. And now all the elders are agreeing with her. It's kind of wild. Nine of Swords. People, you got people fucked up. You got people scared. Scared. Ain't no way, ain't no how. You've lived through everything we tried to do to you. Ain't no way, ain't no how. We even tried to scare you through your kid. You didn't. Oh, well then you definitely fucked up, because God tends to not like that when you come for their divine protected ones. Last day in the sun. Once this cycle is over, somebody will see their last day on the outside. And all of their protection will go away. All their associations, all their affiliations that they think they have with all these bigger, I don't know, scary after school clubs with all of their, you know, unique little forts and their unique little uniforms that everybody wears the same thing so they can all conform to each other's conformity. You're over here being a complete anti-conformist. You're being a complete divine feminine, radiating and shining a light on all the cockroach, sneaky fuckery. You don't care about the criminal activity, because a lot of the criminal activity has integrity behind it. What you don't like is people that are lying on you, trying to steal from you, trying to hurt you and your family. That's where you put your foot in it. That's where you went thermonuclear and tried to call a bunch of people a bunch of punks. We got the Five of Wands and 10 of Cups. Whatever this chaos and whatever this fight was, whatever you did when you were put up against this adversity here, the way you dusted it off for a motherfucker and showed them you were not as good as you once was, but you're as good once as you ever was, it's going to be what seals your happy life here. You defeated more than one group entity here. It's like you had a bunch of little piss ants, peons, trying to be, I don't know, enforcers and fucking officers and, you know, patched up and get their charters and shit like that. And they're embarrassing those who have already gone before and set a fucking code of conduct for like 40 years, 50 years, 70 years. So these little pukes, piss ants, peons are embarrassing the old timers. And they're, look, son, you did what you did. You said what you said. Get the fuck on. You're a punk. Don't make us beat you down. Somebody here, this divine feminine, don't even know this is happening. There is a group of people she has called on the mat that are actually defending her in the background. Protecting against these other little pissant peons that are trying to end her life. The names Paul and Matt might be significant. 10 of Wands is here right after the 10 of Cups. See, you're getting everything you want, and they're getting all the backlash, all the burden, carrying all the weight, all the jumble. Oh, shit. Things are looking messy now. Things are a little bit hard to tackle. A little bit hard to tackle right now. people can't really gather their thoughts. They can't get their bearings about them. They can't figure out where they went wrong. It was coming for a divine feminine in their kid. Evidently, they've done this before. It was totally normal for them to threaten women and children before and thinking it would work and that nobody would find out. But this divine feminine stood up and told people about themselves. So, honey, you're a full bitch maid. You ain't even got a fucking patch. And you're trying to threaten women and children. You're a bitch maid. So these people wanted to threaten you and threaten your kid after the fact because they didn't like their egos being checked. Wanted to poison you. Set traps for you that you got out of. And they really, 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 really wanted you to come down to their level. They wanted to siphon your energy and make you become one of them. Like, we're one big family here. Come be part of the family. We'll keep you stable. We'll keep you loving. We'll keep your foundation here. You look, they're vampires. All of them. Okay? So come be a creep with us. Come hurt other people with us. Come siphon off of other people with us. And you wouldn't do that, so they tried to end you with some poison. So we tried to slip something to you. How did you survive that? The Hanged Man. How did you survive that? Everybody wants to know why they're caught. Because you survived. How did you survive? We're caught up. We're stuck. Look it. We're caught up. We're stuck. We're hanging by a thread. They lost their protection. Oh, wow. Not only did they lost their physical local protection from their little after-school club groups here. Their what do you call them? I don't know. I'll just say they're secret fort clubs, okay? Secret fort clubs. Somebody tried to poison you. They wanted to end you. And now all their secret fort clubs are mad. They're on the hook. You got everybody paying attention to us. You got everybody looking at us. You got everybody. We told you not to threaten somebody's son. That shit's a sin. Women and children are off limits. You're on the hook for what you done, son. Somebody got told. They got kicked out of their own club. Ace of Presents. Somebody's trying to feed you a line of shit. They're trying to say, here, take this. Somebody got caught up by their own club. Kicked out by their own club. And now they're hoping that I don't know, their presence is a gift to somebody else. If you got you got kicked out the club because you were doing some fuck shit to women and children. You don't get nothing. But a swift kick in the ass is what I heard. Knight of Swords. Swift kick in the ass. Right? You didn't get nothing but a swift kick in the ass. You're lucky that's all you get. Get to walk away with living and breathing with all your fingers unbroken, all your feet still walking. No misery, broken ankles to be had. These people really dishonored their charter, their chapter, their fucking whatever club they belong to. It's like a motorcycle club or a freaking mechanics club or some sort of male-dominated... It's a special fort club. I don't know what else to call it because when you all want to wear the same uniforms, it's like the fucking Boy Scouts, but they're the bad boys. The bad boys clubs. right? You got the 9 of presents here. Wow. Somebody is on the hook. They ain't getting shit but a swift kick in the ass. And you get to go it alone. Or they have to go it alone. They have to go by themselves. They have to do things by themselves here. And the very bottom of the deck is the Page of Presents. Page of Pentacles. They have to do things by themselves, and they have to go start without any help. They have to go start something all by themselves. A new life, a new beginning, a new job, a new everything. These people are so caught up with trying to end you that they've dishonored what was bigger than them in their lives. Okay, the things that they aspire to. Like they've got a goal. That's an aspiration. Whether it's a positive goal or a negative goal, it doesn't matter how we each receive it. For that person, it's still a goal. It's something they're set on attaining in their life, right? Whether it's your vest or whether it's grades, whether it's a marriage or whether it's a bachelor pad, whether it's a dog, whether it's a cat. You go after what you want in life. These youngsters, they violated all the rules going after what they thought they were going to have. They dishonored and broke all the rules of advancement and engagement. They're being ostracized by their own after school club. You don't deserve anything but a swift kick in the ass. This person is, their abundance is not financial. There was never anything to steal. You tried to get us hemmed up. Like all of us could have gotten fucked off for what you did, son. Somebody's getting schooled by an elder. You're lucky that all you're getting is a swift kick in the ass and excommunicated. Nobody knows you. You become a persona non grata. Your friends that were your friends yesterday are going to walk past you in the store like they have never met you. Like you're a ghost. No eye contact, nothing. Just like you're insignificant. All by yourself. Insignificant. Because you wanted to come for a divine feminine and their kid? You almost got like some big group that's probably not real fond of a whole hell of a lot of attention on them. But they got a whole hell of a lot of scrutiny on them now because you came for the wrong divine feminine who spoke up, defended their child with ferocity, and said, the fuck you thought. Kick people in the teeth. Maybe metaphorically, maybe literally, who knows? But whoever's divine rage came out here, this divine feminine was spiritually entitled to the fuck down. Spiritually entitled to it. And it's got people fucked up. They can't sleep. What's coming for them? Nothing. That you don't think you deserve and can imagine in your wildest dreams. Because the way the devil plays with you is knowing your worst fear and delivering it after giving you a dream. This was a dream, a pipe dream, coming for a divine feminine and a child to elevate yourself in a position of respect and authority within whatever after school club this was. And I'm talking bikers, I'm talking gangs, I'm talking maybe some organized criminal activity here, okay? I don't judge that. I find a little bit more integrity in that than I do in being a politician or a law enforcement officer, honestly. Straight up. But there's still a thing to be said about liars and small peons, pissants, and punks who don't know their place, have never earned anything, have never gone through a hard knock in their life, have never had a threat made against them, have never had shit done to them, and they're trying to intimidate a woman and a child here. And God put the smack down. By the time this cycle is over, these people aren't going to get nothing but a swift kick in the ass and be happy that they're still standing, even even though they're completely ostracized, excommunicated, iced out, persona non grata. Nobody knows you anymore. People that would have given you $50,000 yesterday wouldn't shit on you to put you out if you were on fire. That kind of persona non grata. See, there's a level of integrity that these organized groups have within them, that they don't like being crossed. There are certain deal breakers in every institution that is organized, whether it is legal, whether it is illegal, whether it is organized crime, whether it's a school, whether it's a police officers, whether it's the fire department. There's a hierarchy within. There's a level of respect within. There's a chain of command within. And there are rules and deal breakers. And these people that came for this particular divine feminine are now punk ass persona non grata. 11:44. It's 11:44 right now. I think I'm just going to leave the message right there, y'all. Remember, you guys, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Black Betty out.